Oh, hello, hello, my lovely little nightmares. Alright, so here's the dealio, alright? I had been getting better, and then I got worse again. So I have a really, really bad cough. But put off recording this as long as I could. It's the next one out. So we're gonna go ahead and try and go for this, and I'm gonna try not to cough, and we're just gonna try and get through trial and okay? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. You were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Saika both know that all too well. Then who is the killer? Who might be really one of us? I hope I'm loud enough.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
I'm gonna have to get the camera ready to take moving. Right.
Where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Loud enough right now? I really have no idea. You know what? I have no idea. I'm loud enough. I have no idea if it is loud enough. So I'm going to turn up the sound where I think everything else is as high as it's gonna get. Okay, so we're gonna turn up the voice thing and hope it works. Alright, so who do we want to click on first? The map. Because last time, whenever we were in the gym, I found some people and it resulted in the rest of them. Let's click on Kyoto first. Decided. Okay, well, let's not
Hey!
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
Impossible!
Damn, I really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. And,
What?
whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up courtroom, huh? Discover court. Yeah?
I'm sorry.
In the end, I wasn't able to continue looking around or anything. Is this really how Saika was now who killed her? So, the school basement has become the darkest stage. Here to bear witness to the mystery in the 80s final curtain call.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you. Yeah, now. Well then, time has finally come. Are you ready? By the way, I have food in the oven. What is that? Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Okay, focus behind her. So, even though you obviously killed her, very impressive. Get me to click on the elevator. I guess I'm not sure. Get on the elevator.
Well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey,
No,
Makoto.
I did it before, but that's you doing double mystery planning. So. You'll never come again to the kid. Okay. You need to uncover the truth besides that. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. I'm stuck on the coffee. That's where I'll find out who the real killer is. it safe to mix Charles cough drops with Robitussin? Whatever. No. I raised my voice to try and give myself edge. I turned tumbling to the elevator. Please support. I feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. I'm barely getting quicker than everyone else. It's so annoying. Way back to the elevator. Steel box descended. With heavy king sounds towards the school's basement. Wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when time for announcement. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lured us further and further into the bowels of the school. Yeah, you finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. Bullshit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats. Sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up! This doesn't even have seats. Here's podiums for your family. Billy sat and found our seats. There's not even any chairs. What are you talking about? What seats? These are arranged in a giant circle. Why are her hands like that? Look, hands hovering over it like that. Such so that everyone can see everyone else. This is a thing that we get in. Also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. They seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Y'all are standing. Y'all are not sitting. Okay, so the curtains of our first case opened. Deadly judgment. Leave the heaven. Leave the trail. This doesn't take too long, because I have food in the oven, and I do not feel well. I want to get through this first game as much as possible, because I like Danganronpa. Why not? Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. Deadly class trial. You want to save the data? Yeah, sure. Just in case, let's save it to a different slot. Let's save it here. Just in case, I have to start over. Okay. So, an e-handbook. Skills. We really don't have any skills, do we? Okay. Increase damage to opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during battle. Bullet time battles cost 3. Okay. So we only have Melodious Voice, so we missed out on getting any of the other skills so far. So, that means that we're gonna have to go through and defend Celeste more. I want to get her skill. I don't know who else to defend. Yeah, that also means I didn't get Junkos. I really wanted Junkos. Okay, whatever. We have time to try and get Celeste. Later.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
He's talking like he's talking to a child.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Because everyone's eyes would be closed.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Oh my gosh.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Why is he talking so softly?
Friendship penetrates?
Oh, I don't like
Okay, but What about that other empty seat?
There's another empty seat? Oh, there is!
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, because I don't remember the controls. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried in their statements. Sorry. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. The relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse. Touch each character's statements and use your truth bullets to the right ones. If you run out of time, you will automatically fail. Please be careful. Press the squeak key during these moments. You can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. So if I get out to do the thing, then it's like a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
There we go. Okay.
No, that's wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Chihiro never went to your room.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Chihiro was never in your room, dude. He never investigated your room.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Chihiro wasn't even there.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Can you determine what was used to kill Sayaka? A knife? Like in her gut, probably? What's your argument? It's a knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Wow.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen...
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Sort of?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen
It's
knife.
very obviously a kitchen knife. What do
Okay,
you
so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. But more...
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Yeah,
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Totally know that. He's smart. He's right, there's gotta be right here somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. But I know darn well I'm not the killer. I know how to learn. Non-subject. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Okay. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone says. The space key also speeds up dialogue. Okay, cool. On top of that, steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating, this consumes the focus gauge. If the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will cover over time, so let your brain take a rest and need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining.
No, that's wrong.
Never.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all opened there was still there. When I finished my tea, I went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, and the knife was gone. You saying the knife disappeared, you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like...
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become...
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rules?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
No idea.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it was...
Sure, but can you or any...
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
What the heck?
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the...
Actually, no. Because,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight...
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here.
Someone's not here. Like...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma.
I got it!
Okay.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Why is she
No,
blushing?
you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the... You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. I understand. If you convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't...
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Alright. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. One of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters lying around, the letters already known. Use the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, press F and shoot the desired letters. Shoot down the wrong letters to suck the damage to your clone speech. Increase to 0 if you run out of time. So that can happen. Only should have been seen. What's the MS? Maybe you can just figure out what it was. Okay, what was it? Someone's Gambit. Something was missing. Oh! Hair! Hair. Right, forgot.
Now I understand.
Wait, sorry. Go easy on me.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
When I'm in better health, I'm gonna report the investigations and the trials at the same day, just so I don't juggle. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
That's a very good question.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence was that it was
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Kira and Shira weren't there, so I don't think that they'd be allowed to ask questions about stuff that everyone else should know about because they were in the room investigating. I mean, okay, it would be a little bit rude, but still at the same time, if it's something that's obvious, like, oh, there was a struggle, Shira would have known that if they had entered the room and investigated, if they looked around. The doorknob was broken. That's something that's not as noticeable unless you actually looked at the door. Still.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, they took the top off. One of the screws is still on, but it's not attached to anything. Also, where did those even attach? There's no, like, little hole, but whatever.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
Just have photos of this? Where did they take the photos?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing.
You still don't see? Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded.
Like I said, it was a bewildering act. Most didn't notice that. Here, it's a bit more to learn about stuff if you like game more. Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. If you say truth on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they said, but also lower your trust with everyone, your influence gauge will go damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck enough. Oh no. Oh no. Please. No. I'm not ready. Doesn't go there.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I was convinced the bathroom door was locked. I didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, some important details about the scene of the crime that I didn't know was... The crime took place on my
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room...
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have...
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now?
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me to do something particular because of how grand she was. She answered right there. I always had to let someone in because...
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
It's gonna burn. Good for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, I'll open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just ask you in 5 minutes. Come see me in your room. Main place to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh, man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Why would you write it?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Absolute liar.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Make your argument.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
Only one person who got switched nameplates. The only person who knew he had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
If somebody wants to talk to you about Justice 2, I'm gonna go see me in my room. Nameplates make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked. We figured it out! We know who did it!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yet perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Possibly.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist is broken, the sword is because look at her wrist, it's out.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? Well, that's text. That's what we need to make clear. I'm going to learn about non-stop updates. Would like to hear more. Absolutely. You're getting used to these non-stop updates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start putting multiple truth spots into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those spots can actually refute the statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, it damages your influence. Press Q key to rotate the button and choose a press select to each second. You can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic key is set to time for your bullets to be loaded in the cylinder. For our purposes, some logic will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Sorry, what? No, I Okay. We got the sword chief, the knife, and the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person who slowly detected the just one part of the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
I have food in the oven, which I've mentioned before. The timer is set for 5 minutes. I put it in there before I started recording, so... whatever.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I don't see nothing.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
You can knock it out.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
I thought I washed the gold putting up my hands because there's regulation that what happened the next time.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
What?
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife, what?
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
There we go, Otto.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is this really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Well, there is something left. There's... my message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
No,
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
No.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Timer's about to go off. I'm gonna move the computer to...
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? Excuse me, pardon me, coming through into the kitchen.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Turn the message 180 degrees. Should become crystal clear. Select someone.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in the incinerator, right?
I got it! You mean The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal...
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
You're able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. The time the shirt was destroyed, if we focus on that, the killer disappeared. I mean the time it was destroyed. We really have evidence that proves the time it was destroyed.
Shoot!
Like, okay, so how?
I got it!
There we go. Okay.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without cleaning duty. That's exactly the limit of the killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Shoot!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the...
Here we go.
No, that's wrong.
Here we go.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
How? Tell us.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You'll have to use the crystal to turn away because...
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. That's strange. I'm quite certain that we left last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of the fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running. The piece of shirt that escaped the fire, if the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
That was taking forever. That's obviously the short episode, but I was comes out in all these instructions.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
I wonder if I'm much of a challenge out.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon. He says it. Oh my god.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time and with that, we can end.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
So there's no cameras in the bathroom. One thing I made is back again. Would you like to do more? Now I know how to do this one. Help. It's when...
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Okay, so she hadn't asked Leon, she hadn't used Makoto instead of sword room for decoration, then their plan would have worked pretty well, actually.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Okay, so I'm gonna adjust something after this that shows up from what I've heard, shows up in the manga. This makes this even more. I don't know how to describe whatever.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Again, we get like 10 more. Okay. Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When that happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB. Love that. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh, great! Your button press each little mark as I move across the screen and reach center. Okay. Okay. Right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Okay. For the statement you lock onto with mouse button as center marker reaches the center. Use does not deal damage to your opponent. You can't pull off. Be one in pain. Okay, great. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. Tempo changes this time before hitting the button. Down for that. Okay. So enough damage to your opponent and their spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press left mouse button to shoot it down to the target or any other statement. Shoot the statement fast and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, your influence gets to 0. Run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh no.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Oh, the screwdriver. Use something? Their own the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid!
Why does he have a little skin piercing, whatever thing, and also a pin piercing? I have to show indisputable evidence otherwise. Yeah, I need to figure it out. I'm not be able to get pin piercing, oh my gosh.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Tempo up, tempo down, lock on, right mouse click button. As you match the rhythm, you'll have to cancel lock onto an enemy statement.
You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I'm gonna lose because I'm stupid and I'm bad at this. Believe me, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Okay, blah 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 blah.
Is this...
I
refuse to give up
I'm so
yet!
bad at this. Oh my gosh. Because I'm not used to doing these types of tempo things on the computer. I'm used to doing them like on my phone. Or the controller, and I don't have that. So, alright.
When the killer removed the screws from the... Instead...
Okay.
I refuse to acknowledge stupid, stupid...
So we just need to focus on the tempo, and then...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up!
I felt so... Oh my gosh, okay. Hard. Yeah, whatever. I'm so bad at this.
Is... It...
Okay.
I refuse to give up yet!
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
They keep staring down at where the tempo thing is instead of at the...
Instead, they must have used something...
I I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid.
You're just gonna have to keep moving forward and try. Okay, so then let's try this again.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh gosh.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid.
Apparently, I'm just.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay. I got it. Understood. Just need a right and left leg to get
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to...
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one in...
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools in it.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Woohoo! Look at his face. The heck? Okay, results. Oh, I got a stay rank. Okay, cool. Gotta see on the final part though because I was so bad at that. Oh. Okay, so I only got 75 medals. That's fine. We'll get more medals as we continue on through the game. Okay, so we can't befriend Leon, Junko, or Sayaka. We already maxed out Sayaka's friendship. We can't befriend Junko. We can't befriend Leon anymore. Unless we go back through chapter 1 and redo an entire chapter to be able to befriend them. You see, the issue with that is the fact that there's also the friendship mode afterwards. Anyways, so the thing with this child in particular is
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
there's no cameras in the bathroom. So Leon actually, okay, so while he was holding the knife when Sayaka died, she impaled herself on the knife in the manga. And he was so confused by everything that was going on, he kind of blacked out the entire thing. And even if he tried to explain that, would anyone have believed him anyways? It's like a whole entire flashback scene or something apparently in the manga. But I don't know, I haven't read it, but that's what I've heard. Just interesting.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bowl of easy rice, broccoli, chicken. Yeah, so that's cool. Okay. Did it. Okay, so we're just gonna watch and we'll end the episode. Oh, looks like you got it right on the money. Black, and in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh?
So confused.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Hang on. Did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
This killer bee killed. What are you, Flowey?
So, that's why...
Who's the first?
None of you are any different!
Wrong steps and you'd be the one standing here. Complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Hey, come on. Expect me to just accept my death? Things become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because we can't help delete this truth. Psycho is trying to frame me, but if that's true, I'd say she's wrong. After all, mastermind. All because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was sure the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. They were trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
Can't force me in here. One thing that was most important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. You have to see something like that happen to them. Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Every time. Even so pleasant. That's why Sayaka. The friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum.
Seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Tiger's girl, right? Passion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they come. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it? Everything? All your fault. It's only in a frenzy I lynched Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
It's enough. Angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Sprung up, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
You really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done. You need to let go for now.
Ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good old whooping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the trial, Black and Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution?
Right.
Wait a second!
Agreed. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him.
Yeah, that's it.
Just protect myself from the moment. Self-defense. The moment he locked himself in the bathroom and couldn't fight back. The guy.
Is that okay?
But he wants to kill his friends. Let's go into the bathroom. You do not use your very own. There she shut yourself in the factors, you won't have to feel away. That's your own moving. You can feel it away that. Go to the bathroom and kill it.
Do you understand?
Number of factors is because not because you had a blood.
So,
No,
that's...
not it. Not it.
Oh.
Are you sure? Search the hospital. It's your precious Sayaka. Understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Well, to you, this never would have come to Sayaka or Leon. Shouldn't be fighting each other. Should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the master.
Unbelievable.
You wake into your sense of justice.
Hey,
It just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, as people with that sort of mentality, perpetrate war all over the world. Kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, importantly...
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
For the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Leon Card is the ultimate star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
This one take a while to upload, I just know it. I'm over, Leon. I'm guilty. Punishment. I want to make this clear. The reason why I'm not being very emotional about this is the fact that my head hurts. At the top of the day, I'm feeling lightheaded. So, I'm not doing great right now. So we're doing my best not to cough while recording this video, and so I am kind of out of it, actually. So I am not doing well. Oh my gosh. Shield your eyes, children. Shield your eyes. The sounds and blow. This is a terrible way to go out. Oh my gosh, this is awful. Danganronpa 1, other than a couple of deaths, actually had somewhat realistic executions. Some of them weren't. Like, isn't that? But most of them were somewhat realistic in a way. But then, I've never played Danganronpa 2, but I heard that there's this pretty unrealistic option. Why did Monokuma look shocked? Hold on, what? This is a terrible way to go out, oh my gosh. Play the second save. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, can't call it that. What else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! My family's flipping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
More. You really have to keep doing this. Just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, well, if you don't like it. Yeah, do. Swear to cut all types of outside realm except living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you doing all this bullshit to us.
What the heck?
Oh, you make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
In this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
So are we putting an upstanding young citizen like me for such a So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through doing our deal?
Hey,
Like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think you're saying and what I'm saying right together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna pound your ass to the ground. You must really hate me. You get some anger, huh? If you do that, working way up the wrong tree. Because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. We're trapped in this insane place. Trapped, are you? Sure, once you learn all the mysteries of this world, you will change for sure. Like, oh, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning behind it. It's like,
Thrills, chills, kills!
Blacken's punishment, but everyone's waiting for it, Bill.
Hey.
It's like, I don't know, who exactly are you pointing to? Sorry. And everything I've got to say. Save some of the fun for later. Oh boy. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Whoa. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Surprised if you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You made me realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? That never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. Even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Sayaka would know for sure. You can't ask her.
However...
If you can't ask her, you can never prove it, don't you think? Final thought is how she contacted you.
So...
She used her last ounce of energy. If her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left the message. Maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
Certainly one possibility. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. Not sure she could kill someone, deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Recitation of fact failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who will overcome this. So you move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Past their deaths? I can never do that. Oh, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How can I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. Carry their memories with me wherever I go. Instead of forgetting them, choosing the hard road. I have high expectations for you. She said that she wrote the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I want to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh my gosh. To survive. Chapter 1, to survive. The end. Oh boy. Okay, so now we're down to 12 students. To be continued. This would be a great spot to end the episode, huh? Item you received from the spare bat present. Why would I want that though? Okay, do you want to save the data? Let's save it here just to be on the safe side, just in case. Okay. Alright, so now I already saved our progress, so we don't really need to do so again. But I just want to do so anyways, because just to be on the safe side. Okay. Then we just need. Okay, so now I'm gonna end the episode here. we will continue on next week. Hopefully, this awful cough will be completely gone, and I will not be completely out of it anymore. Okay? Okay. Have a good day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode and my absolute failure at using my brain today. Bye.